Hello, everyone. We're here today to talk about something critical to every researcher's career: securing grant funding. This isn't just about getting money, it's about validating your research ideas and gaining the resources to make a real impact. We're going to move past the general advice and focus on strategic, actionable approaches that successful researchers use to attract funds consistently. Think of this session as a roadmap for turning your great research ideas into funded projects. We'll cover everything from understanding the funding landscape to mastering the art of proposal alignment. Let's dive into the strategies that will help you secure those essential grants. To start, we need to understand where the money actually comes from. Research funding generally flows from three primary sources, and each one requires a slightly different approach. The largest source is the federal government, through agencies like the NIH and NSF. This funding is highly competitive, but it offers the largest awards and the most prestige. Then you have state government funding, which often focuses on regional economic development or specific state needs. This can be a great strategic entry point for early career researchers because it's often less competitive than the federal level. Finally, we have private foundations and industry. These are mission-driven, offering faster turnaround times, but they demand a very precise alignment with their specific causes. Understanding these three buckets is the first step in knowing where to focus your energy. Now that we know the sources, let's talk about the mindset of the agencies themselves. This is the most important mindset shift you can make when pursuing grants. Funding agencies don't fund researchers, they fund research that advances their specific, stated goals. The NIH funds public health improvements, the NSF funds scientific discovery. Your proposal must explicitly demonstrate how your work advances their mission, not just your own. For private foundations, this alignment is even more critical. They have very specific missions, like curing a single disease or serving a particular population. Your strategic action here is to research the funder's strategic plan before you even write the first sentence of your proposal. You need to show them that your research is the solution to their problem. This concept of mission alignment is so crucial that it leads directly to our next strategic piece of advice. We just established that you must align your work with the funder's mission, and you can't do that if you wait until the last minute. The most successful researchers start identifying funding streams years in advance, not months. You need to know what's coming down the pipeline so you can strategically shape your research projects to match those opportunities. Don't overlook your internal resources. Your university's grant office is your best ally. Visit them immediately to learn about internal seed funding. This seed money is essential for generating the pilot data that makes you competitive for the big external grants. And finally, stay informed by subscribing to listservs from professional societies. Getting early notifications about new programs and deadlines gives you a huge strategic advantage. Starting early is the foundation, but the next step is deep research into the funder itself. Building on the idea of mission alignment, you must become an expert on your target funder. Don't just read the call for proposals, read their entire strategic plan and mission statement. You need to understand the specific problems they aim to solve and the populations they serve. Then, go one step further and analyze their portfolio of recently funded projects. This analysis reveals their actual priorities, the themes, methodologies, and scales of investment they truly favor, which can differ slightly from their stated mission. Your final step is to explicitly map your research goals to their mission within your proposal. Use their language, their terminology, and show them exactly how your work advances their specific objectives. This level of demonstrated fit is what separates a good proposal from a funded one. We've established who to target. Now let's focus on how to communicate with them effectively. Grant reviewers are incredibly busy people, so your primary goal is to make your proposal easy to read and understand. Be concise and keep your sentences under 20 words so your main points jump out immediately. Use active voice to clarify exactly who is doing the work and avoid passive, vague language. Structure is critical. Use clear headings and subheadings so the reviewer can quickly find the required sections and follow your logic. And remember, not every reviewer is an expert in your niche, so avoid excessive jargon or be sure to explain technical terms clearly. This clarity ensures your scientific merit is judged, not your writing style. But clarity alone won't save you if you miss a basic requirement. Clarity is essential, but proposal rejection often comes from overlooking simple, non-scientific requirements. Compliance is the first test of your professionalism, and a minor error like using the wrong font size can lead to automatic disqualification. You must read the full funding announcement thoroughly and highlight every single requirement. Then, create a detailed checklist to track page limits, margins, font sizes, and all required sections. Verify your final PDF against that checklist before you upload it. And please, submit early. Don't let a technical glitch at the deadline ruin months of hard work. Even a perfectly compliant proposal needs rigorous scrutiny before it goes out the door. A strong proposal is never written in isolation. It is refined through multiple rounds of feedback. You need to build a core review team of advisors, mentors, and subject matter experts who truly understand the science. But you also need external reviewers. Ask colleagues outside your immediate field to read it. If they can understand your proposal, the review panel will too. Don't wait until the full draft is done. Get feedback on your specific aims first, as they are the foundation of your entire application. You must build in time for iterative revision because a polished, fundable proposal takes time and multiple perspectives. Even with the best proposal, sometimes the answer is still no. We have to accept that rejection is a statistical reality in grant funding, but we must use it to improve. Rejection is not personal. Even excellent proposals are often rejected simply due to limited funds. Always request the reviewer comments and analyze them objectively to understand the weaknesses in your application. Many grants are funded on the second or third attempt, so use that feedback to strengthen your case and revise and resubmit. The defining characteristic of funded researchers is not necessarily brilliance, but sheer persistence. Now that we've covered the strategies, let's look at how you can put them into action immediately.